Hope you're doing well. Got a video previous to this of me basically pretty much destroying the knife you see in front of you. Now, as you can see, this knife looks far from being destroyed. I reground it. It's probably lost, I don't know, not quite half an inch at the tip. It's probably lost a good 1/4 inch width. This time I put a variable grind on it, but I left it, not too thin. It's about 12 thousandths in here, maybe a little bit less right here, but about 12 thousandths. And then the belly here, about 15 thousandths. And the tip's probably about 12 thousandths, but I haven't measured the tip. All right. Now you can see it doesn't have any logos on it, where it's just freshly been reground and sharpened. Actually, funny, here's the original sheath that came with it. Comes with it. Now you can hear it's a little loose on the inside because I've lost a little bit of width and length, but here it clicked. The handle didn't change, so I've got the same security, so I don't have to make another sheath. As far as the knife goes, just sharpened it on a 1200 grit DMT. I haven't cut anything other than a piece of typing paper. As you can see, she is sharp. I was extremely careful when I did my regrind. Did not overheat the blade. Actually, I like this blade better than the original. Weight, now since it's been reground, the weight is here. So it's a little handle heavy. You can see it's got a nice tapered tang. I am tempted to actually sell this knife. If you think that's a good idea for me to sell a knife that I basically did a I want a full destruction, because you can see I saved the knife, but a knife that I tested extremely hard or not, let me know. If you don't think it's a good idea, then I won't even consider it. It's got a nice fine tip on it again, but I really like this knife in this shape, so it may be something I'll try to recreate in the future, instead of having I won't call it an accident, because I beat the crap out of the knife on purpose just to see what would happen to such a fine edge. Again, the original knife had about an 8 thousandths of an inch through here, 5 thousandths here, and in the 5 thousandths inch area. Once I started chopping some really hard knot and some pressure treated lumber that actually had resin in it, I rolled the edge bad, and as I continued to chop in that area, I finally chipped it out, which I didn't expect really any less. And I also had a really fine tip, and this has got a nice fine tip too. And as I was prying with the tip, I snapped the tip off, which again that didn't surprise me. That knife was designed to be a very good cutter, not something you go out in the woods and beat and bang on and abuse. Alright, this is another fine cutter. It's a little heavier than the other knife, so it will take more abuse. So if you had to beat and bang on it, you could, but you do have to use a little bit of common sense. Cutting through knots like that with resinous wood, not the smartest thing in the world to do. But I just wanted to show you what would happen to a knife like that if you did abuse it. So there it is, brought back to life. Thanks.